Yes, sir, you know what that noise means. What's up, boys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well today. So, this is 2022 Oklahoma, I think it's Motorsports, MX, something along those lines. But it's another Rock Challenge track. He literally, this man, I swear he never stops. Like, constantly pumping out tracks left, right and centre. I only reviewed a track the other day from him that was the, oh god, what was it? It was Badlands, that people were giving him a lot of shit for. Nice to see that the comments have changed on this one, a lot more positivity, and it was nice. I went back and looked at Badlands actually and saw a lot more people leaving nice comments, so whether that's an impact to the video I made or not, thank you very much for actually showing some support to the track creators. It's really, really appreciated. So today, I tried making this video about 5 minutes ago and I loaded it up on a Gas 254 stroke. I had done one lap and I thought, you know what? This track needs a two-stroke. It's just asking for it. So that is exactly what we're doing instead. I absolutely love when I get a track that just really works well with the two strokes. There's something incredibly satisfying about ripping a 125, or in this case I'm on the KTM 150 two-stroke today, so if I am going faster than you guys feel you do on a 125, that's why. I'm not good. I'm just I'm cheating basically using a bigger bike, but very, very fun track. I mean, I feel like, I'm not sure if Rock Chalice already had this completed at the time of uploading Badlands or not. I feel like it's definitely... I didn't dislike Badlands by any means. I feel like this is even better though. And I've noticed a common theme of when you look at the preview pictures of any Rock Chalice track, I feel like even if you didn't see the name, you know who's made it. It's got a very particular style that the tracks look very, very similar. I feel like they're all from a very kind of similar region. I think he does tracks kind of local to his state, for example. So I say state, states are fucking massive, you know what I mean? Just tracks around him. But this is very, very enjoyable. Definitely recommend go and play it. I mean, I've just, there is my second lap completed, and oh, I need to turn left here. And I can already tell you that it's a really fun, enjoyable track. I'm not sure if these are going to be like used for any sort of series anytime soon, because in the last like month, month or 2 months, he's pumped out so many like 2022 versions of tracks. We've got, obviously we had Badlands, we've got this, which is Oklahoma, we had Freestone, there was one more that I forgot about that got released similar time as Freestone. I think it was Underground MX. So just insane work rate. I have no idea how he does it, and it's very, very impressive. And I have to say a big thank you to him. He definitely helps me out, makes my job a little bit easier, not running out of things to do. I feel like as a community, even the last 2 days we've been very, very spoiled. So I'm recording this on the 17th of May, and as of today, so on the 16th and the 17th, we've had 4 tracks released in total, which is pretty nuts actually. 5 if you include updated version of an old track. I think High Voltage got an update, although I've not looked into it yet to see exactly what it was. We also got Racine 2 came out, which Hurren's kind of been off the radar for a while, and he's been working on his massive compound, so it's nice to see his face appear. I'm not sure if I will cover that track or not. Only reason being is I've done a video on that track before, and it sounds like he just made some minor tweaks to make the track a bit easier for people. I absolutely love the description. He just put, if the track's still too difficult for you, then it's a skill issue, and I just love that. Just kind of call it how it is. I hate when people moan that a track's too difficult. It's like it's not meant to be super easy. Some tracks are meant to challenge you. Just try and like push yourself a bit and be patient and try and learn the track and go from there. I'm the sort of person where, whilst I'll get frustrated if I kind of suck at something, I won't straight away go, oh, this is bad. I'll kind of look at what I'm doing wrong and try and improve that. And it's going to sound like I'm just sucking myself off, which I'm not trying to do by any means. Is any game that I play, whether it be MX Bikes, MX Simulator, I can use Rocket League as an example, I can use Call of Duty games. I feel like if you kind of give me a good like couple weeks or a couple months just to sit down and really grind that one game, and that game only, I feel like I get the hang of it quite quickly. I feel like I'm quite a fast learner. I'm one of the people where if I do make a mistake, I'll try and learn from it and be like, right, what did I do wrong just there? What can I do to change that, and then make sure that doesn't happen again? Which over the years I've played different games, having different friend groups and stuff. You kind of you bump into some people and it's like, you've been doing this longer, how are you still making these same mistakes over and over again? And it's just a case of people need to just slow down a little bit. If you do have a crash or something, rather than going, oh, this game's shit or this track's shit, just kind of wonder what it is that you done wrong to lead to that crash happening. I mean, there's a reason for everything. You can blame Poboso physics, but you can also stop those physics from happening in the first place by riding a little bit differently. And I feel like I am just a big advocate of trying to get better. You know, I hate being bad at games. I hate losing. I don't know what it is. I absolutely just hate coming in second. Like some people will, if we take like pro races, for example, like Ariel, there's some other races going on. Even if I'm against like the best of the best riders, even if I get a second, I'm still disappointed by it. It's not like I'm really upset and say, oh, this is bullshit, this, that and the other. Sometimes it is. No, sometimes you get a little bit hard done by, whether it's through lappers or some other means. But sometimes it's genuinely a case of just being outclassed and outskilled on the day. And I will always admit when someone's generally ridden better than I have. Obviously, you get the odd occasion where you get a bit hard done by, but other than that, I'm more than happy to accept when someone's better than me. I have no idea how I ended up going along that route. Back to the track. I'm sorry, I do this so often. I mean, I read a comment on, I think it was this track actually. Someone put, I can't wait to see the Linz video on this, and someone put that he talks too much. I guess he's right after all. I read that and I was like, oh, well, thanks. What's the point of being a YouTube channel if you just sit and upload raw gameplay and don't talk at all? But I feel maybe I understand what he means. Maybe I do talk too much. I need to just kind of chill out a little bit, just enjoy the track a little bit more, let you guys enjoy some two-stroke ASMR, and just have a good bit of fun. I certainly enjoy it a hell of a lot. This track, if I was to give some feedback, because I feel like I need to start giving a little bit more feedback in these videos as well, just to the track creators. I know not all of them watch these videos, for example, but I feel like I've been around long enough, played enough tracks to where I have somewhat of an okay opinion, having never made a track. Granted, that does take a little bit of what's the word? I don't know. Takes a little bit of the opinion. I don't even know how would you word it. It makes the opinion not as valid, I would say, if I've never made a track myself. I feel like I know what kind of people are after for the most part and what people want. On this one, I do like that we've got a little bit of roughness going on. It's very nice to see. Having never seen the track in real life and knowing how rutted and such it gets, I can see we've got a couple ruts in a few different corners. Only thing I will say is, but I do think it's a Rock Chalice trademark, so to speak, is that when we do get ruts, some of them, they don't hold you very well. It's very easy for your bike just to ride over them. You know, they end up being more like mounds than actual ruts themselves. So if anything, if there's anything to work on for the next track, I'd say that maybe don't make them to the extent of like, what's the track? What's the Russian one? Olyonyk? Probably pronouncing that completely wrong. But Olyonyk's kind of gone to the other extreme where the ruts hold you so much that all of a sudden you'll get flinged out of it and you might end up with a game crash because they're too steep. So it's just finding that nice middle ground. Very difficult to do. You know, there's very few tracks that get it kind of bang on, where you do actually feel like the bike is sat in the rut. I'm in completely the wrong gear there. Let me change, or just flip the clutch rather than change down. But yeah, if anything, that's the only thing I can think of. With environment, it's very Rock Chalice-esque. We just got some fields around the outside and then a tree line. So I've come to expect that. Got a couple of models and stuff around the outside. You've got your big bales, you've got your Marshall stands, so on and so forth. But I'm guessing if all these tracks that are getting released are within the same sort of area, then it makes perfect sense that they all look quite similar to each other. And I bet that the Texas, you guys are gonna hate me. I think a lot of these tracks are in Texas. I think you Texas boys are gonna be having a nice time getting to ride all of your local tracks. I certainly wish that there was more tracks around me that I could play in game, even though they probably wouldn't work too well in game. A lot of the tracks near me are quite tight and twisty. I think Flackwell might work quite good on a 125 or something, which is the track that I've uploaded in like my last 3 GoPro videos. I hope you enjoyed that one, by the way. I watched back because Reese uploaded a GoPro as well. It's interesting watching yourself in third person. I don't know if anyone's ever had the experience of doing that, but having someone recording you from behind for a couple laps is quite interesting to watch, to see how you're moving, how the bike's moving underneath you. And it was quite nice actually, because I generally picked up a lot more things that I can work on from watching Reese's GoPro than from watching my own. Obviously, on my GoPro, I'm just seeing what I'm seeing. You know, it's on my head. I'm just looking forwards. I'm not looking at what the bike's doing underneath me or my body position as such. But it's really good. Go and watch Reese's video if you haven't already. His YouTube is literally just Reese Cooper, I think, and he did have me beat on the day. He was faster than me. He ended up coming past me. My arms absolutely fell to pieces and I couldn't hang on anymore, so I definitely need to get into the gym a little bit more, and then I might be able to put up a bit more of a fight for next time. But it's really, really nice, and I don't know if anyone else has ever had this experience, but if you play with people on like bikes or sim or whatever, talk to them in Discord for a number of months or years, never met them face to face, but obviously you know what they sound like, you know, like their kind of personality and things like that. When you go to actually like meet them in person, it's a very weird feeling, because on the surface it's not something you should be like nervous or anxious about, and I'm sure some people don't get like that, but for me, I'm quite a reserved person in general, so it was a bit of a weird one for me, but no, it was good nonetheless. Like I really enjoyed the day, and it's nice meeting people that I've played with for a number of months now, and getting to ride with them in real life. And it's very odd as well, because I would say, so obviously me and Reese are two of the faster kind of guys from the UK on the game. We've also got Jack, who I believe is one of the top UK guys as well, and we all live within like 20 minutes of each other, and it's just really strange how that works out. And it turns out that we all rode at the same club when we was younger as well. I believe Reese and Jack were in the same class at the same time, but I was always just like one class above, where I'm a little bit older. But it's just very small world. I think it was very interesting. I don't know if any of you guys have ever experienced that, where you've started talking to someone and you realise that you're actually like incredibly close, or you've kind of met them in some capacity but never kind of met them, you just know of them, and you end up playing the same game. One thing I will say is, so I do get a lot of comments asking where I'm going riding next or what track I'm going to, because people just kind of want to say hi and things like that. If the case ever does happen that you see me at a track and you come and say hi, don't be like upset if I'm not the most talkative person, because that's just how I am in day-to-day life. I'm quite a quiet and reserved person in general. It's only really in these videos that I feel like I come out of my shell a little bit. I talk a whole lot more in these videos. I can probably cram in more conversation in these 10 to 15 minutes of videos each day than I do the rest of the day, which is really weird. But you know, I think all people are different. You've got the talkers and you've got the listeners, and I'm certainly a listener. But yeah, I mean, if you see me, feel free to come and say hi. I mean, granted, to be fair, none of you actually know what I look like, so you would just go based off the bike and based off the number. But yeah, no, feel free to say hello. I'll say hello too. I feel like there's quite a few people that have said they've been at the track the same day as me, but they didn't know I was there. So my cover is working. Nobody knows just yet. Maybe one day. Although I'm still sticking to, if I get asked when the face reveal is, I'm just going to add another month to it, because I just don't plan on it anytime soon. You know, maybe if I get to the point where the channel kind of stalemates for a couple of months in a row, I'll be like, oh, okay, I need to mix something up a bit here, give people a bit more incentive, and then maybe I might. That is a big might. I still have no plans on it right now, but we shall see. Who knows what the future holds? I mean, I didn't think a year ago that I'd be sitting here doing this every single day, so you never know what's coming around the door. You don't know what the next day brings. But I hope you've enjoyed this track. I hope you can also agree that this track is a hell of a lot of fun on a two-stroke. Just one of them where you don't have to shut off a whole lot. You can really rail the corners. The jumps are actually quite small, which I was quite surprised by. I think there's only like one jump that I generally have to stretch out a little bit on the 150 here. But all the others you can scrub really nicely. Not a difficult track by any means. Quite a beginner-friendly track. But again, just really appreciative of all the work that Rock Chalice puts in, and constantly just giving us fun tracks to ride. It's really nice to see. And again, thank you everyone that was so nice and went and gave some nice support and nice comments on the Badlands comment section. It was just really nice to see. It's just nice to see that not everyone's a keyboard warrior and an absolute arsehole. So thank you very much. Not even for me, but just for Rock Chalice as well. I'm sure he appreciated it in some capacity. But that'll do it. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Till I catch you in the next video. Peace.
I'm working hard, I'm sacrificing my life, I'm sacrificing my mind, I'm sacrificing my sanity, but most importantly, I'm sacrificing my time. Boy, I feel fine, I feel like I am a king. Honestly, I can't complain, even with faith that's the size of a grain of some salt, I will still move a mountain and do what I want. I got salt to be for my